Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful week. I know mine was a bit busy. It's a good word to put it. I know a lot of parents who have been dealing with this for quite a while now, but this week and next week we have our kids home doing online schooling due to COVID reasons. They shut down all the schools here in Alberta. And so my husband and I have been kind of juggling like who's helping the kids with schooling and who gets to do some work, which as many parents out there can appreciate, it is definitely not easy. So my kids are online at it's like 9 a.m., 10:30, 12:30, and 2:15. And in there, you got to make sure, in between there, you got to make sure they're completing their homework, feeding them lunch, getting snacks, and that they're not getting hurt when they're outside during their recess. So one of us, between my husband and I, just cannot work. It is what it is. One of us takes the day off, if you will, being the parent and the teacher, while the other one gets to get some work done in the office. Now this week, I had Tuesday morning was one of my first duties, and I'm going to tell you, my super mom fail. So my kids are 7 and 5. So my youngest, we need to sit with him when he does his class so we can hear what's going on and make sure he understands to get his work done. So both my guys were on their classes independently, and I was at the table listening, and then I had a phone call from a colleague. So I took it and I stepped away just so I wasn't interfering with the teacher's voice, and had the conversation with my colleague, and then I came back, and then in the afternoon I was in the office to do work, and my husband took over. So later, probably around 3:30, I came downstairs, and my husband says to me, "I'll take over all the kids' study, all this schoolwork." And I was like, "No, I'll take my turn. We both have work." "Why?" He's like, "Everett," which is my 5-year-old, "didn't do his work during his class." And I was like, "Oh, my bad. My fail." And so I apologized to my husband because it wasn't nice. And that's where I had to really check myself to be like, I gotta put my kids first and then work second. So I've done that. And of course, when that happens, work doesn't get done nowhere near what you'd hope it would. And it can get stressful, absolutely, when you have certain deadlines to meet and you're just not able to meet them. But I just wanted to give a shout out to all the parents who are doing this. I mean, I'm fortunate I have my husband to take turns with me, but those single parents, it's tough. Juggling, teaching your kids, making sure they're getting their homework done, and then trying to get your work done, and that's not even including any housework, cooking, all that fun stuff that we have to do. So I just wanted to kind of share my story of the week and just let you know that, as hard as we try, we're doing awesome. No one's perfect. We do make mistakes. We learn from them and we keep going. My kids are both still doing amazing. I mean, none of them have been hurt, thankfully. I did find one somehow scooter onto the road because he couldn't control the steering of his scooter, which adds a bit of stress and anxiety to a mom. But other than that, I am enjoying my week, and I am enjoying my time with my boys because I do get to have lunch with them, which isn't normal, obviously, while they're in class. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and if anyone has any questions or needs suggestions or tips on what they do when they have their kids home to get both the school work done and everything else, or if you just need to chat or vent or share anything, please drop it below or feel free to DM me privately, whichever works for you. Also, I love to answer questions, so if you have them, send them my way, and every Friday I will do my best to answer the questions that come here. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next week.